And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Final Fantasy 12 Zodiac Age Struggle for Freedom. Now we're going to be sneaking around in the Royal Palace of Rabanester, Metal Gear Solid style. We're going to tap in on Inner Solid Snake, but it's not exactly quite like Metal Gear Solid. It's more like it's more like a look here. Sort of shenanigan we're going to be pulling here in just a few minutes. Basically here, a little fun trivia I just want to cover off the bat. In the original version of Final Fantasy 12, the PS2 version, you may have or may have not heard me mention in a couple previous parts ago that you have to avoid certain treasure chests to unlock the Zodiac Sphere. You can find a Fallen Coast, later on down the road. That elixir that I found here in the Royal Palace was one of them. So you would have to completely avoid that if you ever want any chance of getting the Zodiac Sphere, which to me really is too cryptic for me to really get a grasp of. I know that's just one of the ways you can do it in the PS2 version. Thankfully, they fixed in the PS4 version where there's only a 1% chance. Excuse me. There's only like a 1% chance of finding it in the Hen Mines. That's something you're not gonna be able to get till way later down the road, though. Although if you do get it, it's really damn powerful. Anyways, basically here, what you have to do is walk up to the guard like so. You'll trigger this little scene, and then you have to talk to this particular royal palace servant right here, and he'll basically tell you what to do next. But no, pretty much, you know, it's interesting that the guard wouldn't immediately recognize Vaughn from one of the early incidents with the East Gate. Like I'm surprised word did not get out to them at all. That hey, be aware, a blonde kid that took on the helped out the carrier earlier might try something. But I guess they even didn't think of it, or they were just incompetent. Anyways. This is what you basically call a, this is a bit of a puzzle, but more like one of those, puzzles where you lure the guards to one particular area you want them to not cover, so that way you can get around them a lot quicker. Anyways. Before you do anything else here, I really recommend that you grab a treasure chest. It's all the way down here. You can't go any further, of course, but grab it here. Or a cheer armlet. What we needed for another party member that we'll be getting pretty soon. So basically, you want to look for a lion crest. It's on this row. Obviously, that's the hawk.
Hey, Buckethead.
Now what I try to do
over here,
you want to get as close to the guard without getting caught yourself. So you would have to be at least within the general direction, and then you haul them over, and then you just turn around and run back on them. I'm a bit surprised that the guards are that short-sighted. Here's a lion signet that we need to find, and the symbol is right there too in front of you, so you really can't miss. So you really can't screw this up. Now we want to get to that hidden wall. So again, if you're playing this for the first time, I definitely recommend you scope the area a little bit and figure out the best way to approach it. Of course, as I'm doing it here, I'm just taking my time strategizing here. So,
hello.
That first guard you hauled over earlier, you want them to come back over here, like so. And then what we're going to be doing next, of course, is you're going to see a trio of guards.
Over here.
You want them to... you want them to come over here. Now, there's 2 different ways you can do it. You could theoretically call the guard back down over here, but unfortunately, I didn't. The funny thing is that for some reason I didn't go up further enough, so the character turned around and called back over the guard I had earlier.
Over here.
Excuse me.
Hey, Buckethead.
And that's pretty much it. Yeah, the puzzle is really not that hard. It's just a matter of how you lure the guards over. It's all it basically is. So we're gonna examine the faint. We're gonna examine the faint glowing wall and secret passage. Yeah, the rest of this section here is very straightforward, of course. Yeah, there's no turning back either. So, you just basically have to find a switch in the wall, and you'll notice if you see a little exclamation point right there. There's a switch nearby. You press the switch, and then you gotta examine the wall directly pretty much behind you. And there we go. Now we get to see where a big treasure is.
Quite a performance. Who are you?
I play the leading man. Who else? Fran, the Magicite.
Now then, I'll take that.
No, you won't. I found it. It's mine.
And then when I take it from you, it'll be mine. Exit stage right.
The gods do not smile on us.
I like it better that way.
And now we got the goddess Magicite. Yeah, the Magicite in this game are equipable. Despite being plot items, I know. So it's more than just a MacGuffin. This particular Magicite here reduces your MP to 0, but increases your magic resist. It's decent if you have it on a job that doesn't really care about MP, but we are going to be using MP a lot sooner than you think, so equipping that is pretty much not worth it. Although, there will be one particular instance where you do need an Nephesite equipped. We'll get to that later down the road.
What's going on?
The Afreet, eh? That's quite an entrance. Impeccable timing. If I didn't know better, I'd say they were waiting all along. Stop running! end of the line. You have something that belongs to me. Damn!
All this way!
Fran, let's move! Off with you.
Let go of me!
Keep this up and I will. What's going on, Fran?
I don't know. It's not heating me.
Don't have time for this.
I'm slipping!
Not good.
What happened? Our hover didn't just drop. It disappeared.
Ah, forget it. Even if we could fly, the Ifrit's playing with fire, and I'd rather not get burned. We'll go the old-fashioned way. Not many Viera where you come from, thief.
It's Vaughn. Sorry.
Well, Fran is special in that she deigned to partner with a Hume.
Oh? Like a sky pirate that chooses to steal through the sewers.
Pirates? You're sky pirates? So you have an airship?
It's Balthier. Listen, thief, Vaughn, if you ever want to see your home again, you'll do exactly as I say. Myself, Fran, and you, we're working together now. Understood?
Don't even think you're getting this.
The thought never crossed my mind.
And now we got Fran and Balthier joined the party. What makes this a little bit more bearable now is that you can focus on stealing while the other allies attack. Balthier's class in this particular patch is the lead-in man. Basically just uses ranged weapons like guns and spears. Well, spears is considered to be a ranged weapon because you could actually hit flying enemies with it. So he can also use physical attacks. He also can support with the measures as you just saw right there, and there's like a lot of interesting. Yeah, it was just me poking around at the license at the oh god, I lost my train of thought. It's job grid. Yeah, there we go, the job grid. I'll just call it that. Now I have a little bit of a brain fart. But still, though, this is a good opportunity to level up your characters. At this point in the game, anyways. Yeah, interesting that he actually learns Poach this early. Poach, what that does is if the enemy is weakened, then you can use Poach to gain a free loot. However, you lose out on the experience and the license point for it. So if you don't care about license point grinding and all you want is loot, then I guess that'd be the way to go. Interestingly enough, for Fran's class, Wood Warden, you can actually get one of the quick names really early if you choose to. But for the sake of this playthrough, I'm not going to use quick names just yet, because I don't think quick names are really needed just yet. Are really needed at this point. And I'll just take a look at this pattern here. It's a pretty convoluted pattern. You know, you go one way, but then you go around the other way. It's, I don't know. I guess then again, if you're one of those types that would rather skip out on the weaker equipment and then just save it up for later on down the road, then I guess that could work. Like you're trading off more power as opposed to getting better equipment and stats. You can switch Fran actually into a full-on support if you give her the staff. And then just basically just let her act as a mixed support. If you want Fran to have a little more MP, giving her the cotton cap would not be a bad idea. But I choose not to because I think HP is a little bit more important for me. Anyways, oh yeah, for some reason, Balthier has first aid on it, on any ally. Not sure why Gambit is already enabled at this point. I don't remember that being the case. I guess it is what it is. No, I just thought it was rather interesting. Anyways, to move on a little bit further here with the game, Balthier's going to teach you something about gambits. Now, in short, gambits affect how you fight in battle. For example, if you are near an enemy, your ally will automatically attack the enemy, no questions asked. You can also use it to exploit enemies' weaknesses. You can heal allies under certain conditions, and you can do a lot more. You wouldn't have to input any button basically if you were to have a gambits on. The game kind of plays itself in a way, but there will be a lot more complex gambit sets we'll be doing later on down the road. For now, they just give you the basics. One thing about first aid though, and something I did kind of forget about initially, but I do fix it later on in the part, is that first aid's only effective if you're in critical. In other words, if you're within death, first aid can only just get you just out of death, so it's always really good for. First aid is not something I would keep on your party in the long term at all. Maybe if you're like really low on potions, then I suppose, but you should be able to buy yourself plenty of potions at this point of the game, so I wouldn't really bother. Of course, the only time I recommend you turn gambits off, as what Balthier is explaining, is if you're really trying to run away from the fight. But then again, you can just hold down, I think, the R2 button, so yeah. But still, now we also have two new tools to play with. We have the gambit menu and the party menu. The party menu won't come into play for a little while, but basically you can switch in and out allies. If you want, actually theoretically, if you want someone to level up solo, you could. But there's no reason to do it unless. The only time I would recommend doing a solo party is if you're trying to get from point A to point B without getting hit, without having to worry about using up MP or items or anything of that sort. At least that's what I would recommend, anyways. But other than that, if you're gonna be exploring a dungeon normally, definitely have a full party of 3, 4 if applicable. Yeah, I'm not sure why I didn't bother fixing first aid. I went through a bit of a brain fart, but it happens to all of us, I suppose.
Insurgents. Most like they thought to take advantage of a lax watch at the palace while the fate's on, to feed the good consul a length of steel for his supper. I should think Vane used to such hospitality. Clever. He used himself as the bait to draw them near, and then sent in the air brigade. A fine, bloody banquet. I dare say I've soiled my cuffs. If a dungeon's waiting for us at the end of the night, it had best have a change of wardrobe.
And yes, I'll pretty much the soldiers, the insurgents were basically trying to get the jump on Vane, but turned out they had monster guards waiting for him, or some kind of sniper waiting for him. But either way, That didn't go well for the Resistance so far. So we got the second half of the map of the Garam Site Waterway. And I'm just using Libra. What it does, it can show off the enemy's HP as well as a potential weakness. The rats are weak to water, but unfortunately we don't have any water spells at the moment, so yeah, we're gonna have to cope with just physical attacks for right now. One thing you notice immediately is that it does take the pressure off you to focus so much on stealing and attacking, where all you can do is just simply steal and let the other two just wail on the monster like that. So I think that's really cool. But anyways, the monsters themselves aren't really any different. You are going to encounter a new enemy fairly soon. And you also may notice that the bats actually have a little bit more HP here. I think they did that because to compensate the fact that you got like two other party members with you, I should say, and they kind of scaled the HP a little bit while keeping the levels relatively the same. Okay, so we got some more loot here. Sorry about that. I woke up a little while ago and still feeling rather tired, but you know, things happen, I guess. Also, just a quick update though of my schedule. I do have a new job that I got, like I said, very soon, and instead of working from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., I'm going to be working from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Time. For those who know me, I do live in Massachusetts, and in that case, I would be able to upload more of these videos in a somewhat more frequent fashion. Maybe up to twice a week, if I can manage to make the time. Which I should be able to. It's just gotta get used to my schedule first and see how I feel. But I should be able to upload these videos, I think, up to twice a week as opposed to just once a week. So for those of you who have really been staying in tune with my playthroughs, where you may get more of it very, very soon. Get back here, you little rat. And boom. Gunshot. Alright, here's one of the newer enemies we're seeing here, the Gigan Toad. The Gigan Toad is actually weak to fire. Which I think is rather interesting. I mean, I guess they don't like heat. But I would think they also be weak to ice, because they don't like the winter either. Like, because reptilian enemies are usually weak to ice. These actually attack pretty fast, actually. A lot faster than me. And they have a lot of HP too. They also have a technique called Angel Song, which inflicts HP regen. And if left alone, this thing can actually regain pretty much all of his health back. Could have switched from yeah, that's what you're really supposed to do with first aid. You're supposed to switch it from if you're gonna be using first aid, you want to make sure the ally itself is in critical first. I guess if you want to use it to conserve your potions early, that's an okay idea. But eventually, you are gonna want to ditch it. Alright. That's some horns. I think they can also drop water stones, but don't quote me on it. I just want to just drop points. Like the bats, I know they can drop teleport stones, which is really good if you want to be quick dropping a lot using teleport crystals. And, oh boy, I got like 3 enemies on me. Crap. I mean, if what happened, if what really happened in Giza Plains earlier, where I nearly died 4 times, is that any indication? It just goes to show you that if you didn't think it was going to be that difficult before, well, you're in for a bit of awakening here, because, well, I guess thankfully the benefit of taking out so many enemies is I also have so many allies too at this point, so it's not as bad, but it does kind of burn away through my MP and my potions. Of course, I don't have the gamut yet to use fire on a foe that's weak to fire, but we will be getting it later on down the road. Okay, they do have water stones. Haha. I remember. Yeah, this is Angel's Song coming into play. That's why I'm taking much longer to damage the Toad, because the HP keeps getting refilled. Not only that, but if another enemy draws your attention, and while the thing has Angel Song up, it can still recover HP without getting hurt. So that's why, in the enemy's case, having a decoy makes sense. Alright, treasure here. Nice ether. Could use that. And then I think there's like more treasure around here. Yes, there is. The treasure itself are always randomized. So unless you want to load and reload the map over and over to get the item that you want, it's not really worth the time. You're better off just going forward like I am right now. Okay, so I think we're at a good stopping point here. I will be continuing more of the Garenside's Waterway in the next video. We'll see how far that will take us there. So definitely check your job points here. I also decide to get gambit slots because I want my characters to be doing more things, which I'll definitely get to at some point soon. And that's pretty much it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Next time we meet, we're going to explore further of the sewers and see where this leads us. Take care.